Hello and welcome to On It with Stevens Life. I'm Angel Mendez.
And I'm Brittany Tutt. Earlier this month, the President sent out an email informing students about tuition and board increases for next year. Those rates will rise only 2%. Tuition increased from $27,210 to $27,754, a mere $544 increase. Students will see an additional $100 technology fee charged per semester to continue to provide high-quality wireless network to campus. All food plans will take on the 2% rate increases as well. Residential students living in Searcy, Prunty, Pillsbury, and Tower Hall dorms will not see the increase next year. However, those staying in Tower Hall apartments will pay $8,200, a $505 increase from this year.
Now, Stevens College is in the process of purchasing back Columbia and Wood Halls for next year. These apartments will receive a 2% increase in rent as well. As part of the new ownership, Stevens will provide apartments with security, maintenance, wireless internet, staff support, and as of last night, we learned that there will be free laundry, but they will not provide cable. The email said negotiations are underway between the school and Mediacom to allow residents to purchase that service directly. Now, if you have any questions or concerns about next year, you're asked to call Ryan Smith with Housing Concerns or Paul Gordon in the Financial Aid Office for more information.
Of course, there are plenty of changes happening on campus for next year, including the discontinuation of a few majors.
That's right. In this week's On It's, Jessica Langford talked with President Diane Lynch about the changes for the integrated media major next year. And Jessica, what did you hear?
For the school year starting in fall 2013, Stevens will be saying goodbye to its integrated media major and hello to strategic communications. The newly developed major will consist of graphics, digital design, advertising, marketing, public relations, as well as communications. This new major will no longer focus just on the aspects of journalism. This will give students a more well-rounded education in the field that is forever expanding. President Lynch is proud to say that incoming students will get the best hands-on experience that will prepare them for the internships and confidence to excel in their careers. This is just one way that Stevens keeps students fresh and up to date with the changing times. Some questions persist about implementations of these changes. However, Lynch assures me that instructors and certain courses will remain.
Thank you, Jessica. And it's also worth noting that these changes will mostly affect the coursework of incoming freshmen, with existing students opting to either stay within their major tracks or switch to another one. Now, new majors means new classes, and that only means students will need to pick up new study habits.
Although midterms just ended, it's never too early to begin studying for finals, which are scheduled from April 29th through May 2nd. When studying, time management is key. Schedule aside time to spend in the library to hit the books. Look over your notes right after class, while the information is still fresh in your mind. Understand the general concepts of the lectures. It'll be hard to understand the little details without learning the big picture. Studying in the morning helps, looking over information before your brain gets distracted with other things. Flashcards are always a popular choice. Don't underestimate the power of repetition. Don't underestimate the power of repetition. Writing definitions or facts repeatedly will help the information stick in your mind. Finally, using hand gestures or motions to pair with keywords while studying helps with recall memory.
Now, studying can seem really daunting, and just remember, everyone on campus is in the same boat as you are, and to get started early so you don't feel overwhelmed.
I know I'm exhausted when it's all said and done. Fortunately, On It's Olivia Odell is in the studio today to show us how to appear more awake in this week's do-it-yourself makeup tutorial. Olivia?
Eat a well-balanced breakfast. Let's be realistic. College doesn't always allow for students to take the right measures in order to have energy for the rest of the day. Though breakfast may not be an option for some students, maybe 5 minutes of worth of makeup is. What you need to start out is to have a clear, clean base with foundation. And then you need to apply highlighting colors. This color should be off-white and shimmery. That way it can reflect the light and opening up the face. Where you want to add these colors to is to the eyebrow bone, to the inner tear duct area, to the side crease of the eye, making the eye appear wider, on the top of the cheekbones, and down the nose, all the way to the tip. Now, if you have extra 3 minutes of time, maybe you can add a little wing liner and a color on your lip just for a little spice. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Olivia. Looking awake is one step, but actually feeling awake is hard sometimes.
And I try to use my weekends to rest up, but this weekend is one that you can't miss. Onnit's Emily Minnemeyer is in the studio today with a very special guest to tell us about an event happening tomorrow. Emily?
Stevens Stables is hosting a trivia night for the Columbia Food Bank through Horses Against Hunger. The trivia night will take place from 3 to 5 p.m. tomorrow, March 16th, at the Stevens College Stables on Highway 63. Admittance is 3 canned goods for 1 person or 10 for a table of 10 people, and attendees were asked to RSVP earlier this week. Prizes include free writing lessons, a $50 Starbucks gift card, a $50 Amazon gift card, a $25 Stevens Susie's gift card, iTunes gift cards, and more. And here with me are 2 stars of Stevens Stables, equestrian instructor Ellen Beard and Blondie, and also Blondie's owner, Molly. So I have a few questions for you guys. How long has Blondie been at Stevens?
Blondie's been here since 2006.
Okay. Does she live at Stevens year-round?
Yes, she lives at the stables. She has a custom-made stall for her there, right in the arena, so everybody gets to see her, and she greets everybody when they walk in the arena with a little knicker.
Great. What does she do on a typical day at the barn?
Well, she talks to everybody.
She loves to have treats, that's for sure.
She loves to have treats. What's her favorite snack?
You want to ask her what her favorite is today? We have
Sure.
several she might like. Sometimes she likes a mint. Sometimes she likes oranges. Sometimes she likes granola bars. So we'll see which one she likes today. She goes, ooh, these are yummy. Which one do you want today? Oh, I think she's all for health today. Oh, a little mint
maybe
too.
not.
Little minty orange. She loves that.
Great. Well, thank you guys so much. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Emily. I wish I would have RSVP'd for that event. I don't get down to the stables very often.
Neither do I. And unfortunately, St. Patrick's Day is also this weekend, so there's plenty to do. And Onnit's Haley Johnson found a couple places to road trip to this weekend for the festivities. Haley?
That's right, guys. Although Columbia doesn't have much to offer besides the usual for St. Patrick's Day weekend, there are 2 cities within driving distance that pull out all the stops. Rolla, which is about 1.5 hours south of Columbia, celebrates the holiday for a week with festivities accumulating during that weekend. There's a parade and parties throughout the city. For those who don't want to go to Rolla, I suggest you round up your friends, pitch in for gas, and take a mini road trip to St. Louis. At noon, tomorrow, March 16th, is the annual parade in downtown St. Louis. The next day, St. Patty's Day, there's another parade which also starts at noon. St. Louis also has many Irish pubs that are usually a popular way to spend the evening. However you choose to spend St. Patrick's Day, please make good choices, like your Irish ancestors probably would. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Haley. It sounds like there's plenty of fun things to do this weekend.
Right, it sure does. And when it's all over, basketball fanatics can get excited all over again for Selection Sunday. We'll send it over to Sam Geary to break down the approaching NCAA tournament set to launch on Sunday. Sam?
Selection Sunday is March 17th. That's when the NCAA announces the teams that will compete. And the first 4 play on March 19th and 20th. The first 4 are the starter games, when the good teams that didn't quite get in get a bid to play in the bracket. The winner of these will move on to the round of 64. That round occurs on March 21st and 22nd. These feature 64 teams fighting to be in the 32 slot of the next round. The third round begins March 23rd and continues to the 24th. Half of the 32 teams in this round will advance to the games of the Sweet 16, March 28th and 29th. This is when many people start watching and when I'll start watching regularly. March 30th and 31st bring the Elite 8, and the Final 4 takes place in Atlanta, April 6th. The tournament concludes with the national championship game on April 8th, also in Atlanta. I may watch more if Mizzou makes it in the tournament, but we won't know that till they win an at-large bid on Sunday. Many use brackets to predict the winner called bracketology. Some base their guesses on the players' jerseys or the team with the hottest players. You could also try using the selection committee picks, but that's really no fun, or computer-based program betting systems like Numberfire or Power Rank. But it's really who comes to win the game. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Sam. Well, coming up, we'll highlight 2 Stevens ladies on campus taking the shine from the Stevens Star beyond campus grounds.
Plus, we'll have a look at your weekly forecast to see if those nice temperatures we had today are going to stick around. Details after the special report from Colby Elliott.
The famous war poster from World War II, Keep Calm and Carry On, has taken the social media world by storm. Many people have made their own interpretations of the poster, posting them on Facebook and more famously Instagram. Examples include Keep Calm and Party and Keep Calm and Drink On. I took the Stevens women to ask them, what's your favorite Keep Calm quote?
Keep calm and keep the peace. Keep calm and listen to music.
What's your favorite Keep Calm quote?
Well, down at the costume shop, we always say, keep calm and grab the seam ripper. Keep calm and party on.
Keep calm and stay strong.
I'm here with Erin Zevely outside of her office, and her quote is,
Keep calm and don't forget to do your homework.
Share your favorite quotes on Instagram at Stevens_life. Until then, keep calm and keep watching On It with Stevens Life.
Welcome back. With the Star being our mascot, there are several Stevens ladies who are definitely rising stars on their way to the top.
That's right. Chastity Holloman, a senior dance major from St. Louis, Missouri, has her plate full with rehearsals and preparing her plans post-graduating this May. Now that the pressure from the spring concert is over, Holloman focused her attention on her upcoming audition with Madco, a very well-known dance company back in her hometown. Working harder than ever, Holloman seems nothing less than excited about the great opportunities she has ahead of her.
Now, another Stevens star on the rise is Kyla Cherry, a freshman studying fashion marketing and management. She's getting her foot in the door with her own collection in the coldest winter, a fashion show taking place tomorrow evening in Kansas City, Missouri, which is Kyla's hometown. Cherry is not only showing her collection, but she's assisting with styling and makeup and hair for the entire show. She also hopes to gain more styling experience so she can plan her own fashion show this summer, along with the launch of her new retail website.
Those ladies look like they have a lot to balance between schoolwork and extracurriculars.
Right, but everyone seems to stay calm. To see if the weather will stay calm, we'll head over to On It's Lane Wallace with the weather.
Thanks, guys. We're finally starting to see those spring temperatures promised to us by Puxatawny Phil on Groundhog's Day back in February. For your upcoming St. Patrick's Day weekend, expect your temperature today to be a high of 73, cloudy, and a 10% chance of rain. For Saturday, the high is 46 with a 30% chance of rain. And on Sunday, we're going to dip back down with a high of 41 and a 30% or a 70% chance of rain. Across the country this weekend, New York is looking at a chilly weekend. Their high today is 47 degrees and mostly cloudy. On Saturday, they're going to reach a high of 41 with a 50% chance of rain and repeat those temperatures on Sunday with a high of 41 and a 50% chance of rain. If you're going to Chicago this weekend to see the river dyed green, make sure you take a warm jacket. The high today is 44 degrees and mostly cloudy. On Saturday, they'll cool down with a high of 34, and on Sunday, for the citywide celebration, they'll warm up just a little bit with a high of 35 degrees and cloudy. Los Angeles is looking beautiful once again this weekend. The high today is 76 degrees and partly cloudy. For Saturday, they're going to look at a high of 74, and then they'll round off the St. Patrick's Day weekend with a high of 76 and mostly sunny. Over the last few weeks, we've received a lot of pictures of your furry friends here on Stevens. Louie from Jefferson City welcomes the spring weather with open arms. Teddy from Kansas City basks in the warm spring air. And finally, Brownie from Chicago keeps cool in the shade with her sunglasses. Keep emailing those pictures to us at stevenslife@gmail.com. Back to you all.
All right, thank you, Lane. Those are some really cute dogs. Well, that's all the time we have, guys. Thanks for watching our 5th episode of the semester. Be sure to check back next week for more news.
And don't forget to visit our website for 24-hour access to your news at stevens.edu/StevensLife. You can also find us on Twitter and Instagram at Stevens_Life. I'm Brittany Tutt.
And I'm Angel Mendez. We'll see you back here next week.
Con los terroristas.
The Harlem Shake.
This show was produced by the Advanced News Writing and Production and Advanced Studio Production classes at Stevens College through the collaboration of Columbia Access Television and the Schools of Interdisciplinary Studies and Organizational Leadership and Strategic Communication.